Hello, my lovely monsters. I'm Fasa the Silver Chimera, and it's about that time that we sat down and read some lore together. So in this video, I will be reading the lore entries from each of the new exotic armor pieces that came out with the final shape. With that being said, sit back, relax, and let us begin. In my mind, I heard whispers. Come and see. Maya Sundaresh sits hunched over a display, the only source of light in her dark office. Brainwave scans of 16 exos read flatline on the monitor. "How is Dr. Arde?" she asked into an open mic. "Dead," Chioma Essie's voice is a hoarse whisper. Maya switches to the security camera in veil containment and sees her wife kneeling on the catwalk over Dr. Arde's body. A procession of dead exos are slumped over the railing to Chioma's left and right. Maya tabs away to study a bar graph. Neuropathy reports show a spike in activity in the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus in the moments before brain death. Maya reports, eliciting a shaky sigh from Chioma over the comms before she continues her analysis. The spikes plateaued for 1/5 of a second, which may indicate a receptor error. We may need to utilize an intermediary rather than direct connection. Do the hardwires show any damage? Maya tabs back to the security feed, watching as Chioma wipes her eyes and then assesses one of the dead exos, checking a thick cable plugged into the back of his head. No sign of damage. Capacitance switches didn't trigger. She swallows down bile. The problem isn't our hardware. It's theirs, is a whisper only Maya can hear. It's theirs, Maya agreed aloud. I think we need to stop, Chioma finds the strength to admit. Reassess our findings. Resume analysis of the initial electromagnetic anomaly before contact. We can't keep shoveling coal into a furnace, Maya suggests as she leans back into her chair. Chioma is too taken aback by the casual disregard to loss of life to reply. You're right, Maya continues, but we're not stopping. We're reorienting. The veil is the future of humanity. The veil is dangerous, Chioma asserts. Her voice is tinged with a tremor of emotion. Fear of losing the woman she loves keeping her from pushing harder as they stand on the edge of moral precipice together. It is, Maya agrees aloud. We must treat it with caution, respect, and also reverence. A thought crystallizes. We must treat it like a knife. Perfection is overvalued. The helm is quiet, save for a few robotic sentries monitoring the systems close by. The tablet in Ikora's grasp beeps in response to her touch, and a set of projections appear before her. She searches through the information on the sole divisive. Models, weaknesses, radiolaria research, even hidden specific analysis of their habits and types. She glides her index finger over the screen until she finds a recording of a troop of goblins being felled by a guardian. It's quick, a couple of shots at most before they crumble to the ground in a puddle of radiolaria, and the recording stops. The dim eye of the broken Vex catches her attention, and she becomes so lost in contemplation that she barely hears another enter the room. She turns her head. Mithrax. Ikora acknowledges with a small nod. Ikora, he says, returning the greeting. Has your research proven fruitful? Sadly, no, she answers. Her gaze returns to the screen and she sighs. I've spent hours investigating the faction most likely to support the witness, but it all just feels like a distraction, like they're fodder for its end goal. Mithrax hums in agreement, his attention to the Vex goblin she'd previously been transfixed by. Why would the Soul Divisive consider throwing themselves into the line of fire for something like the final shape? She asked. Maybe they simply have faith. Faith? Ikora huffs involuntarily. Something akin to a faintly sardonic laugh. We know the soul divisive are an anomaly among the Vex, but are they even capable of that? What else will convince one to commit life and death to a cause, if not faith is said cause? Mithrax's tone is one of self-recognition, of understanding. The idea of a better future. Ikora remains quiet. Her eyes find the single eye of the goblin once more. They chose their path for a reason that gives them purpose. Not unlike ourselves, Mithrax elaborates, hand gesturing to the screen. Perhaps that is how the soul divisive believe they can achieve perfection. Ikora's head tilts up as she considers his words. His suggestion makes sense. And it is the sort of faith a Vex would embrace. The pursuit of total perfection. A natural feeling of defiance wells up in her at the thought. She knows the underlying gnawing of expectation in words like perfection and faith, the ideals that have driven her throughout most of her life, as she morphed into countless versions of herself in pursuit of them. Ikora swipes her finger across the tablet and the recording disappears, replaced with a new set of combatants. It's never too late to reevaluate your faith, she says. We watch and we listen. We are the first to see the danger lurking in the abyss. You were the first wanderer, navigator, searching for an answer to a question you've yet to ponder. I am the Watcher, invisible. The eyes of the last city. The very nature of my duty necessitates solitude. We were both adrift, along the brinks of space, under the black sky. You enter the lives of people that grow to resent your desertion, but we share the same heart, and I know you. You aren't disaffected. We are not walking away. We are looking to the horizon. Warning! Sudden explosions may occur. This can't be right. They went inside the Traveler? A message she had interpreted moments prior had to be read 3 times before it finally made it through her processes. And she could make sense of the information. She's been so disconnected. Her cooling fans whir in a sigh. She hasn't seen the captain since they stopped by to deliver dawning cookies last year. They were still carefully stacked, untouched. A sugary cairn in the maintenance bay. They get to do all the cool stuff. The fans hum louder in a sigh, though she is careful not to expend too much of her reserved energy. Sometimes a few stray messages found their way into her inbox, and she perused them when she remembered to check. But this one took the cake. All that fuss about the big, mysterious ball in the sky, and now there they were, running around inside of it like some sort of playground. She wishes she could see it too. I wouldn't take up that much space. All my processes are highly efficient. She considers the situation for a moment. Maybe there's a way for her to join them. I can be valuable, she mutters. A machine buzzes in a nearby room. The 3D printer that had been dormant for years springs to life. With a surge of energy, she flips on her politeness filter. An uncomfortable feeling as she pulls up old blueprints from her archives. What do Guardians care about most? The Traveler? Cookies? Something catches her attention as it sweeps by. No, wait. She zooms in, enhances. Rockets! An excited buzz makes the ship's light flicker as she processes a million disastrously fun ideas, all at once. The arms of the printer move wildly. Rocket boots? Rocket arms? Rocket helmet? She pauses, fingers scratching at a pretend chin as she contemplates. Though a rocket helmet does seem hazardous to the captain's health, the chance of head injury is frequent and likely. Failsafe spins through the records of her rocket-like blueprints while the printer's hands work overtime to keep up. Something gets bedazzled with old solar panel shards and is quickly discarded. Got it. Rocket armor. Surely the captain won't harm themselves with this. It's the perfect solution, just the right amount of danger and effectiveness. Surely the captain will appreciate this and request her presence on their mission inside the Traveler. The machine continues to print a variety of prototypes as she hums a tune she learned from Cade 6. She thinks about him sometimes. Maybe she would have made something with rockets for him too. My only wish is for this disrespect to end. Tell Ganath all Amaral sends this following message. You came to the city. You said to me, I will produce fine, quality, pure Ahamkara bone for your armory. You then left, but you did not do what you promised. You put brittle bone chips before my ghost and said, if you want to take them, take them. If you do not want to take them, go away. What do you take me for, that you treat me with such contempt? You who claim to be the mightiest of wish dragon hunters. You have withheld my glimmer from me in enemy territory. It is now up to you to restore it to me in full. Take notice that I will not accept any bone, fragment, or otherwise from you that is not of the promised quality or higher. Should you bring me this worthless dust again, I shall exercise against you my right of rejection because you have treated me with contempt. We are the final stand, the fortress in the storm. I am not one to navel gaze. This is better suited to the mystics and so-called philosophers who are ill at ease with the quiet absence of war. No offense to the late speaker for our fair city, but I have come to view any person with big ideas with suspicion. Many think you're a big idea because they do not understand you. Not long ago, I fought alongside Nalixni and a Cabal, both capable and proud warriors. We were on Neptune, and as I scanned the aftermath of battle, I thought of home. Somehow, light years and galaxies from where they'd been born, these two had become my comrades. They fought with an intensity warriors exert when defending their home. You aren't the meaning of the universe or the meaning of life, are you? I don't pretend to know your intentions, not my business. But I feel it has to do with home. I just feel it. The way you stand guard over us. And that is what you're doing. That you know the importance of home. Hell, one day you might decide to leave for good. But I would still like to believe that, at least for a while. This was your home. The moment when wings and limbs are held on tenterhooks and the pin enters the thorax. The witness has made an old friend of darkness. It knows intimately the language of warp and weft. How to weave a spider silk notion or slip a needle of intrusive thought into fabric of another's mind. In its hands, the light should be alien and inelegant. The hammer and chisel so unlike its customary tools. But though the witness has never wielded the light like this before, parts of it recall a time when they made the gardener's tools their own. But now that power is not freely given. Now, every stroke of the chisel is accompanied by a distant wail. A minor annoyance at most. The raw material is mediocre. but a true artist can paint on any canvas. The witness has far more vision than the feckless fear it has superseded. A paean to our final work. It works in broad strokes first, cuts away the excess, peels back the integument and lays bare the shivering raw meat of it. In it, the witness sees a glimpse of the structure trapped inside, waiting to be fed by its hand. One assistant places the pins, another wipes away the effluvia. A thorn to teach our enemy fear, a shadow they will dread. The rough grows restless. It thrashes, threatening to upset the delicate work done so far. The witness spares it a sharp, quelling look, and it stills. Nothing may distract the auteur from its work. Onward, it refines the form, tearing wings of muscle away from bone, carving down, until exposed marrow steams in cold air. Its tempo increases. Its motions grow sharper until it is slashing wildly at its canvas. Its assistant trembles. They do not see that its expression is frozen in absolute serenity. It is as calm and clear-eyed as it has ever been, discarding yards of still living tripe to reveal perfection. To its speaker, the traveler gives dreams and little more. I dream of a star hung low in the sky, brilliant, reflective, astigmatic. In green twilight, it was clear. In golden sunrise, it was aloof. Through day and night, it keeps me company, and from dream to dream, it is there. No matter the sky, no matter indoors or outdoors, in the heart of a deep subterranean compound, the star twinkles in the ventilation ducts. I always know where I'm going. I dream of a weary wolf with kind eyes, a mother with pups behind her. She knows I am no threat, but I keep respectful distance anyway. Manners are not a suggestion. She does not speak. I dream of sunset, over and over. I dream of spears. I trace symbology through archives, boar hunting and defense, creativity and fire, sacrifice and martyrdom. I do not understand the dreams. They stay with me for a long, long time. I dream of peace. I dream of walking with a rising sun, calm at dawn. Walking to birdsong, to the sound of wings. I dream there is no fear, and there are no walls, and the only trouble that meets me is I must shade my eyes when I walk out into the world. I dream of dreaming. I wake from one dream into another dream. There was a time when people like me dreamed, and it was a story. Now I dream only omens, cast in the fall of bamboo and the patterns of offal. I dreamed that I had a dream where I knew without question what was being said to me, but in the waking, it is nothing but smoke. I dream of patterns in the stream, fallen leaves drawing pictures for the briefest of moment before being washed down the river. Sorrow crushes me, and I do not understand why. I dream I am a voice caught in a throat, a heart trapped behind ribs, the thundering life of something that can only exist in its cage. I am light cradled in glass and wire. I am a shield dreaming of being a sky, in love with the clouds. I look back at myself and I am so small. I dream, and I wake, and I remember the dreams I've had before, though I do not understand them. but they array themselves in orderly fashion in a long queue of patience. I have time to cast the bones and learn their meaning. We are thinkers, daring to dream about the universe and its infinite expanse. I see an abyss, small and distant shapes. I'm walking in your nascent memories, flickering motes. I sense curiosity. You've always pondered from the beginning, as did we. I see tessellation, the pulsating hum of cosmic structure, a kaleidoscopic symphony of light and dark. What was the veil to you? Since I woke, I've always felt like I was still dreaming. I'd like to think that's how you feel as well. Those of us that hunger for a great truth, we dream with you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this installment of lore reading. I know I certainly enjoyed reading it to you all. As always, please talk to me in the comment section below. Tell me what your favorite lore entry was, or what lore you want me to cover in the future. If you don't know what to say, tell me about your favorite exotic armor piece, whether that be from the Final Shape or in Destiny as a whole. If you want to hear more of my silky tones, I have a playlist of lore readings right here. And if you're looking for builds to use while you play, I have a playlist of build videos right here. So feel free to check those out. Shout out to all of the new subscribers. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy your stay. If you could do me a favor real quick and leak the nudes you have on your phone of the subscribe button fornicating with a couch, that would be amazing. Thank you. I am Fasa the Silver Chimera, and I hope you have a joyous day despite the world trying to tear you down. I will see all of you beautiful monsters next time.